What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Aydian here, and welcome to another episode of Story Time. I don't really have a series for this, but apparently I guess I can make it into a series. Welcome to Story Time episode something number of some kind. Enough of that nonsense. So, today's story time, oddly enough, is another story time about bathrooms. Yay! Potties, pooping, peeing, woo! But no, seriously, today's story time is about using the restroom. So, I know that my last story time was about this, but apparently, this is not just an issue for New Year's drunken occasions. This is an issue for all occasions. So this story time video involves just me, unfortunately, and no savior like I had in the last story time episode. I will back it up a little bit. Jaylee and I went to go see a band at this concert hall called the Hi-Fi or whatever it's called. Hello, Lucky. Would you like to be in today's story time? Alright, Lucky wasn't there, but she would have supported her dad, right? You got my back. So, what had happened? Jaylee and I went to go see this band play, and I had to pee, because we got there at like 7:30, it was like 11, they still weren't on, and I had to pee, okay? I don't think I need a reasoning for that. So, I go to pee. Now, fine, it's normal, I already know I'm at a bar that plays bands, It's a nice place, but it's kind of sketchy, you know. And I go to use the restroom, and I walk out, and I see the restroom. I see it very clear, women's on the right side, men's on the left. So I go to the left side, walk through the front door, and I walk in, and there's one urinal, and then one stall. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, I can use the urinal and the stall. Somebody's at the urinal, and I'm like, that's fine, I can use the stall. So I go into the stall, you know, open the door, close the door, I look to see if there's toilet paper, because that's one of the first things I look for. I see there's toilet paper, and then I go to lock the door. And as I go to lock the door, I notice that the door lock's like kind of broken. But I'm like, oh, you know, sometimes they're broken, but you can kind of finagle it to make it work. So I'm like finagling, and then the little piece falls out. So I just have the door with the little hole in it, and that's where the lock's supposed to go. So I think, okay, you know what, maybe if I close the door, it'll stay closed, and you know, sometimes only if you push it will it open up. Well, that didn't work. So I would touch the door, and the door would just open up. So I'm like, okay, well maybe I can figure out a way where I can sit down and put my foot up and hold the door while peeing, right? So that was my backup plan. It didn't work. I couldn't reach, it was like a handicap stall, and so the door was like 17 million feet, exaggerated, away from the pot, the toilet bowl. So I couldn't do that either. And I was like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. So I'm not with anyone, I'm only with Jaylee and another female identified person. Nobody can actually like back me up or anything like that. And so I walk out, and you're in the main section. And I'm kind of like walking around aimlessly like somebody who probably looked like I did something wrong. Cause I'm like, looking at people, I'm like going to go up to say something, and then walking away, and then going to say something and walking away. And so by the third time, I see this woman, and I ask her, is this the only bathroom? And she's like, yeah, the men's bathroom's right there. And I'm like, okay. So then I go to this guy who's next to her doing coats or whatever, and I just looked at him, and I was like, is that your only bathroom? And he said, no. And I was like, yes. It's like, there's another bathroom over there. And so I see this door, and I didn't even notice there's like a whole nother venue on, like, and stage on the other side. So we were on one side, and then you come out this side, it's a main, shit. Oh my goodness. Lucky just knocked over my entire, like, lighting thing that I got going on here, so you can actually see me today, because it's kind of rainy out. Oh, hit my arm. Dramatic. She ran away, she won't be bothering me anymore. So, what was I getting at? Back to what I was saying. So there's a venue over here, there's like a main area here, you can coat check, get your tickets, a bathroom, and there's another venue over here. So he was like, oh, just go in there. So I go in there. Well, first I'm like, I don't have a ticket, and he's like, it's free. So I'm like, great. I go in, open the doors, I go in, I'm looking around, kind of figuring out where the bathroom might be. It's a really big space. I walk all the way to the back, and then I see, oh, there's the bathroom. So again, women's room on the right, men's room on the left. And I'm like, okay, great. This is, like, I don't see anyone around. It's super low key over here. There's like barely 50 people, if that, there. So I'm like, great, I'm gonna use this bathroom. I walk into the bathroom, I look to the right, same situation, right? So the urinal on one side and then a stall on the other. I go into the stall, and I notice that it's not a stall. It's just a wall. So there's a urinal, a wall, and then a toilet. And the wall is like, I don't know, just past your knees, you know? It like just comes out. And the worst part about this is I'm like looking around and there's no one in there, and I'm like, maybe I should use it, maybe I shouldn't, I don't know. Like, what if someone walks in? I could just like have my head down like this, you know, like no one will know who I am or whatever. And so I'm like, all right. So I turn around, right, to be sitting like I'm almost sitting, about to sit down, take a piss, and I look to my left. Here's the fucking mirror. This huge, obnoxious mirror that literally I can see out of the door, of the front door, to get into the bathroom. So then I was like, oh, hell no. So I get up and I walk to the front door and I look through into the mirror and you can fucking see the toilet bowl. So you don't even have to be in the bathroom. You could be passing by where the restrooms are and you could see someone taking a piss or shit or whatever you gotta do, right? And I was just like, are you kidding me? There's no door. And listen, I understand that at clubs and places where alcohol is involved, sometimes there's recreational drugs involved, you know, like, I get it. You don't want people hooking up in stalls, you don't want people doing, like, you know, drugs in your stalls, like, I get it. But come on, there's no privacy whatsoever, not this much privacy. And it blows my mind, because it's like, why is it okay to not have a fucking door on a stall? Like, I don't get it. Like, the other thought is, like, it's alcohol. Like, alcohol can make you have to poo. Hello, you know what I mean? It blows my mind, the inconsiderateness of companies and businesses that don't accommodate for people, like, to use the restroom. You're at a restaurant, you're at a bar, you serve food, you serve beverage, like, people are going, she's gonna knock it over again. So the only way to get her to stop is to give her a bunch of love, because she actually, like, gets annoyed when I suffocate her. So maybe if I suffocate you with the love, huh? You gonna stay up here? You gonna stay with Dad? Stay with Dad, stay with Dad, stay with Dad, stay with Dad. Dad, 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 dad. I love this part. Her little belly. You got the pink belly? Got a little pinksy belly? Have I annoyed you enough? Do you want to get down? It works every time. I cannot believe that establishments do not have restrooms. Why are there no doors on your bathrooms? Why are there no locks on your stalls? What is going on, people? Like, is there a whole world out there that I'm just not aware of that has absolutely no problem dropping trowel, taking a piss, taking a shit, scratching your ass? I have no idea what you do in your own stall and your own time. And I don't really want to know what you do. I want you to close the door. I want you to flush after you've gone and leave. That's what I'd like you to do. And so it's really crazy that they don't have fucking doors on stalls. Like, what is up with the no door thing? I just do not get it. I do not understand it. And it always makes me go back to the concept of, like, the basic needs of people in the world. Like, come on. It's crazy. It's crazy. And, you know, when I had this, I actually had my phone, and I think I may have saved the stories. If I did, I'm gonna look and I'm gonna show it to you. Alright, so this is what it was. Here, there's no fucking lock. And the gap is like as big as my mouth. It's obnoxious. Then, the second option was where there's no fucking door. It was ridiculous. And you could literally see yourself, like, in the mirror. It was crazy. It was just totally phenomenal. I cannot believe that these establishments exist. It's, like, ridiculous. There should not be a fine for going out in the woods and taking a piss if I can't even piss privately in the restroom. Alright, so that's my rant, that's my story. Unfortunately, I'm sticking to it like the toilet paper that sticks to the bottom of your fucking shoe, because this is what happens. This is the dilemma you get put in. You know what I ended up doing, actually? I ended up saying a little prayer, putting my head down, and I peed as quick as I possibly could, and thank God nobody decided to walk in. Thank God nobody decided to walk in. But it's just crazy. You know, potty partners is like a real thing, especially in the transgender community. Potty partners all day long. If I had a potty partner, I would have just had him stand right there, right in front of me. I would have dropped trow and peed without any fear because I would have had a potty partner. So it's just crazy. I think I'm gonna make sure to say, you know, potty partner on it, just so that you know when you're going out and you see someone with a potty partner shirt, you're like, hey, will you be my potty partner? Will you help me? Because it's crazy. So, blah. If you've ever experienced a bathroom situation that is creepy as fuck, or had no door on it, or a lock, or whatever, drop a comment below. I want to hear about it. So much good conversations happen in the comment section below. So get involved, get into it down there, make some friends. Let's continue the conversation. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you are new to this channel, please check out my channel. Hit the subscribe button. If you're really, really interested, turn on your notifications. You'll get notification every time I make a video, and you can come watch it at your own leisure. All right, catch you in the next video. Peace.